Thomas waits at the junction.
One day, Thomas was at the junction when Gordon came in with some trucks. "P.U.," remarked Thomas. "What a funny smell." "Can you smell a smell?" "I can't smell a smell," said Annie. "A funny, musty sort of smell." "No one noticed till you did," said Gordon. "It must be yours." Before Annie and Clarabelle could answer, Thomas puffed away, leaving Gordon farther with no words.
Later that night.
"I say, Toby," said Percy, "do you know what a drip is?" "It's when a fireman doesn't have time to refill a leak in your cab," said Toby. "Rubbish," said Thomas. "If I had no water I would still be puffing, because I mainly run on coal." "You're the drip," grumbled Percy. Thomas was highly offended and went to sleep, and Percy talked to Toby for the rest of the evening.
The Flying Kipper.
Henry was ready at 5 o'clock. There was snow and frost. Men hustled and shouted, loading the vans with crates of fish. The last door banged, the guard blew his whistle, and the Flying Kipper was ready to go. Come on, don't be silly, puffed Henry to the cars. But the cars shuddered and groaned. Trickety-trock, all right. That is better, puffed Henry, as the train began to pick up speed. Thick clouds of smoke and steam poured from his funnel into the cold air, and the fire's light shone brightly. Hurry, puffed Henry.
Toby and James.
Toby is an old steam tram that needs new paint along with Henrietta, but they didn't mind. One day they were waiting at the junction for James's train. At last James puffed in. "Yuck! What dirty objects!" he complained. Toby was puzzled. "James, why are you red?" "Because I am ready for anything." "Really?" said Toby. "That's why you needed bootlaces." James decided to ignore Toby and continue his journey.
Offended twins.
"They sound like buses," said Gordon. "All ships," sniggered Henry. "Tugboat Annie," laughed Gordon. "Ha, ha." Donald and Douglas were cross. "You wouldn't be making fun of us, would you now?" No," said Gordon. "Oh, no, certainly not," said Henry. "That's fine," said Douglas. "Just mind the both of ye and keep it that way." That was the way Gordon and Henry kept it.
Rumors.
James headed angrily to the turntable. He was complaining. "Edward is impossible," he grumbled. "He clanks around like a bucket of old iron. He makes us so late because he runs so slow. Also, he still clanks like a bucket of old iron." Thomas and Percy were offended. Old Iron? Slow? Why, Edward could beat you in a race any day. Really? Said James. I'll show him.
Diesel, Duck, and the Nonsense.
Duck was horrified. Will you be quiet? He groaned. I'm sorry the trucks were rude to you, Diesel. Diesel was furious. It's all your fault. You made them laugh at me. Nonsense, said Henry. Duck would never do that. We engines have differences. 'Cause that would be disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, finished Henry.
A happy afternoon.
Later that afternoon, Thomas met Bertie. Sometimes being late isn't bad after all. Of course not, said Thomas. And the two friends became friends. Bertie was very pleased, and so was Thomas.